think that the exhibitors really do deserve my time and attention out here in the show ring, and that's what I'm trying to do today, is give everyone their ample time and attention to make sure that I'm doing this to the best of my ability, because I know how hard everyone out here works, and I want to really let you know that I appreciate the presentation and the work that you've all put forth to get these pigs out here to the show today. This is definitely a very complicated class, as I said. I think we have a lot of very similar pigs that are complete, but they're different. We have some pigs that I think would definitely benefit from having their structure loosened up. We see a lot of differences in structure. We see a lot of differences in style and balance. I think that there is a pig out here that I do prefer, and that's the young ladies here in the pink shirt. And where that pig really excels is in that style and balance. She's super level and long out of her hip, really smooth in that ham loin junction, a female that we admire and appreciate about the femininity she has about the front end of her, front one third of her body. We certainly like the amount of bone and foot she stands on. What I'd really like to see changed about her is I just like to see her freed up on both ends of her skeleton. I like to see her take a longer stride. I think that she's acceptable in terms of her soundness, but she certainly is not the most structurally sound gilt that we've seen out here in the show today. We're going to follow with the blue butt mask gilt in second place. Certainly, I think a gilt that probably isn't quite as modern in terms of her type and kind, probably a little bit more old-fashioned in terms of her overall look, but sometimes the old school is the good school, and I think that she's very complete. She has plenty of softness in the center portion of her rib, a gilt that we do admire for the amount of muscle she has, but she has appropriate muscle shape for a female. She's got some squareness out of her top, a female that I really like in terms of her overall feminine quality. In third place, a gilt that's a little bit short-bodied when we compare her to those two at the top of the class, but certainly a female that's very long and attractive about the front side of her body, just again a little bit too overly compact over her top. A female we like to see with a little bit more smoothness in terms of her joint quality. The young lady's gilt, probably the highest performing gilt in the class today, a little bit tall for my liking when we see her in comparison to the other females in class. I'd like to see her a little bit softer in terms of her flank, but this female does have a very attractive look about her. She's very up-headed, feminine. Congratulations to you. Coming next, a female that really hit me pretty hard when we evaluate her in terms of her overall width of chest or width of skeleton. Female that is really powerful and explosive from nose to tail, but this female really needs to be loosened off of her hind legs, especially. She's kind of swimming out here across the tan bark instead of walking. We'd like to see her with a little bit more athleticism, a little bit more flex in those hocks and pasterns. Coming next, a gentleman's gilt that I think just needs freshened up. She's probably at about 12:30 instead of 12 o'clock. We'd like to see her with a little bit more youthfulness, a little bit more femininity about the front one third of her body, but overall I think that she'll probably go on and make a nice sell for this young gentleman. The gilt that we're going to conclude the class with is just kind of a standout in the class. She doesn't really fit along with the rest of the gilts. She's definitely the largest framed, the least muscular of all the gilts in the class, but I think she'll again go ahead and make a nice sell for this young lady in the future. Let's give everybody a hand.